Mandalorian Chapter 6, The Prisoner, just came out, and we are here to review it.
We find out in this one that Baby Yoda is pretty good at hide and seek, especially from us. Welcome back to Eye Disney Through Our Eyes. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Jessica.
And on this edition, we're going to be talking about Mandalorian Chapter
6.
The Prisoner is what this one is called. I said Chapter 6 first. That's so good. I've been calling them episodes. They're chapters, not episodes. Chapters, episodes.
Well, you got it. You don't need to tell you.
I know, but I'm proud of myself, but I'm reminding myself. Anyway.
Okay. We're here.
Chapter 6. Are we here, though? Are we really here? I'll tell you who was not in this one.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda was missing in action for a lot of this, which I think rubbed you the wrong way a little bit.
It just hurt my heart.
Just to see him?
I just really love him. When he came out of that closet and it was like, shoo.
He's like, oh, he's here again.
He's been in a closet.
All right, how about this? Why don't you go ahead and give us your 30-second review of the entire plot. Now, as always, these are very entertaining because Jessica has to struggle to include the entire plot of a 45-minute episode in 30 seconds. Which
Why did you close it? You were right there. Stop.
I got it right here. It's always a little bit of a struggle. Are we ready?
Are you ready?
I don't know if you're ready. In 3, 2, 1.
So the Mandalorian gets this new assignment from this guy named Rand, and he has to go to this prison, and this Republic prison or something, and he's got to go with these 4 people, and these 2 people have these things on their head, and they're purple. So he goes to this prison, but he's trying to free this one prisoner who is the purple person's other purple person, like his brother. So they get there, but there's droids, and they're not allowed to be around there. So the droids try to kill them, and they try to kill the droids, but they ended up getting the purple guy out, the blue guy out, and then they try to kill him, and the Mandalorian almost dies, and the fighter ship's like, there's this thing that goes off.
That's it. As always, you spend a little bit too much time on the beginning part of it and forget to rush at the end. And by the way, they're not purple, they're blue.
Our TV made it look purple.
They are not purple. They're Twi'leks. They're blue. I guess there could be different color Twi'leks, but seriously, come on, get it right. I'm the colorblind one.
I scared our cat.
You did a little bit.
She's walking around like, let me out of here.
I am done with this at this point.
Okay, so.
This episode, chapter, I did it again. See, I said I was going to do better, but I didn't. This chapter was my favorite one of the entire series thus far, hands down.
It really reminded me of a Marvel movie. It was very, okay, hear me out. So the droid, Zero, the droid Zero, that was driving the ship and was giving them commands and stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of looked like Ant-Man. So there's one thing. Hang on! The guy, what's his name? Mayfield, kind of reminded me of Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy. What? Then they were all real strong. That guy with the devil horns, the Devil-X.
The devil. The Deveronian.
Devil-X, Deveronian. I was close. That man, he reminds you of the Hulk, only this guy's bad and the Hulk is good. But it was just very Marvel-y, ooh, I'm going to kill you, and ooh, I'm going to kill you, and grr.
Well, now we know what Jessica thinks about Marvel movies going forward on that. So if you are you're a Marvel movie.
Potentially.
It's not the worst analogy that I've ever seen you throw out of this, but it's still a little bit.
I didn't even go into how those little purple people eater things are
blue. They're not purple. They're blue.
My TV, they looked lilac.
Anyway, we met a lot of people in this one, as you addressed in your 30-second review.
See, I talked about lots of things in my 30-second review.
We've got a lot of new people to talk about. It's built around the premise that he's going to work for one of his old friends called Rand. Right. He should have run away from Rand at the beginning. No,
literally.
And he even said to Baby Yoda at the end, you remember what he said? He was like, I told you it was a bad idea.
Yeah. So why did he do it?
Because he needs money. It's the same thing. Why did he do that the last time? He needed the money to be able to continue on running away with Baby Yoda.
Okay.
I mean, if he doesn't do this,
with his old people.
So we meet Rand, Mayfield, who's the ex-Imperial sharpshooter.
Apparently.
Berg, the Devil-X, is what she calls it, the Deveronian, the strong guy.
I was very close. Let's be honest. For somebody that's this non-Star Warsy, I did okay.
Jian, which is the female Twi'lek. Zero, the droid.
Girl.
Yes, thank you. At least called her Blue this time. The droid pilot. And then Quinn, we meet in process of this, who's the actual prisoner, is the brother of Xi'an.
But who they're trying to free.
Who they're trying to free, and obviously helps them all backstab him at the end of this. Which, we obviously saw this coming. When you're dealing with these type of shady people, you kind of expect there's going to be a backstabbing at the end of it. But what did you think about the characters? Like, anybody stick out to you?
Yeah, I did not like those blue people.
Wow, Jess. I mean, why are you hating on blue people?
Oh my gosh.
They've been in Star Wars forever, though.
But those things, oh my
Those things, those tentacles they have?
Those are freaky as heck. So I don't like them. First of all, they were really mean.
Wait. So you're less freaked out by the blue people, or you're more freaked out by the blue people than the guy that looks like the devil?
That sounds bad.
It does sound bad. I mean, think about that. At least they got like...
Okay, but here's why. Listen to me. The devil guy, you know he's going to be bad. Okay?
Not necessarily.
So, just listen. You knew from the beginning he looks like the devil. He's a Devilonian or...
Not a devil, it's Deveronian.
Deveronian. Okay.
Deveronian.
He is that. He has horns, so you kind of anticipate that he's going to be a really evil guy. These people just look like they got these weird freaky things, tumors out of their heads.
They do look like tumors a little bit.
Yeah. So you're like, oh, they could potentially be good. And they kind of threw me for a loop when they were evil.
There's been a Twi'lek Jedi before.
That's cool.
I forget her, I can't pronounce her name.
But these people are not good. Also, if they had to wear a helmet, would they put the helmet over all those tentacles, or would they just put it like over this part?
These are the problems that someone else in the Star Wars universe can figure out throughout this, but it's not important for us at this point, right?
So, like, I liked Mayfield. I mean, he's still a bad guy, but
I actually liked him a lot as the
character.
Show went on,
yeah, he was pretty fleshed out. I liked him.
Well, and the thing I liked about him is that you get the impression he's the cocky, arrogant leader, but then I don't know, there was just something about him that built on me throughout of it, and I thought the whole third arm thing with the gun popping up was going to be weird. It was just a robotic arm, but it was kind of cool.
Still weird.
I think the thing, let's be honest, that like endeared me to him is when they made the comment about him being Imperial, and the guy was like, "I wasn't a stormtrooper," about him having bad aim. He was like, that was the best thing ever, because we all know that the stormtroopers suck at aiming at this point.
We all know that.
Did you not know that? I mean, think about it. Have you ever seen them actually hit somebody with a laser? I haven't seen it. I've seen them shoot them out until they like open there, and it just like pew 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 all around you and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just saying.
Okay.
Any other characters stick out to you? We talked about the Twi'leks, the blue. We talked about the Deveronian.
I mean, obviously Baby Yoda, but we can't.
Well, Baby Yoda was really in this one all that much.
Was. When he did that Force thing at the end.
The Force thing.
Okay, remember when was it Zero that was trying to kill Baby Yoda?
But he didn't do it.
But listen.
Okay.
So Baby Yoda is like all zen, and he's like,
no, it's a menu.
And then when the Mandalorian kills Zero, and Yoda's like, That was funny.
He's like, I didn't have to do it after all.
Or he was like, I'm
going to put this thing away.
No, I'm thinking he was like Steve Urkel. Did I do that?
Oh my gosh. You have dropped so many references already in the show. This is like ridiculous.
Okay, but basically.
So with all the characters that we learned, there's a lot of history with the Mandalorian. He obviously
hates droids.
Well, he hates droids. We know why. It's because him and his parents were killed during that droid.
I kind of already forgot about that. So
of course you did. But I'm just saying. But I'm talking about the history with this group of people. He obviously ran with them at some point. And let's see what I did there. They ran with Ran. And they have, it sounds like not such a good history. It sounds like he abandoned them.
Yes.
He even let Quinn get captured.
Go into jail.
Because Quinn even said, the guy who frees me, or the guy who left me is the guy who frees me, which is ironic. And, maybe we'll find out why that happened. We won't find that out from Ran or Quinn because they're dead now at the end of this thing.
Great.
But the other three, thankfully, are still alive. And I love that. Because remember what I talked about earlier in earlier episodes? I'm tired of like them showing a character and then like killing them off, like IG-11.
Yeah. You did keep mentioning
all
that.
Three of these guys, I mean, they're still around.
Whoa.
What?
So no, Berg's dead.
No, Berg, the Deveronian, was in the jail cell. So Xi'an, Berg.
He was. I forgot. I just assumed
alive.
that when those... I thought that killed him.
I saw him laying there. I mean, maybe I saw things. Correct me if I'm wrong, everybody who's watching
No,
right
I
now.
think you're right. I think I just automatically assumed he was dead and didn't look for him in the jail.
The way the thing was shot, it looked like it was chopping him in half. But if you think about, maybe it just closed in front of him and squeezed him. Because he obviously, it fooled us twice. It thought it chopped his head off, and then he lifts it up, and then it came in from the sides. Maybe he was just stuck.
Let me throw out another reference.
What you got? I
Yeah,
don't
that
know. Right,
movie-
prepare yourselves. Here we go.
This is going to be a stretch, but it's funny to me. This is how my brain works. Remember that movie, The Hangover?
Yeah.
When that guy drives really poorly? He goes, but did you die?
I don't get it.
That's how I feel about Berg. Like, yeah, all this crap happened to you, but did you die?
Sure. Okay. That's going right over my head here.
Okay,
I'm not
well,
getting
somebody out there.
Somebody, if you got whatever
understand
Jessica was trying to say there, you go
But
right
did you
ahead.
die?
But did you?
So,
The Razor Crest was given or taken by the Mandalorian from Ran. Obviously there's some kind of.
So I assume taken, because then after he took it, that's when they put the hit on him, right?
No, they didn't put the hit on him. I think there's some history there. It's kind of like with Han Solo and Lando. You know how like Lando always kind of resents Han because he wanted a game of chance, from him, and it's kind of like he got it, but he really didn't. You know, that kind of thing. That's what I feel like's going on here, and I think that's why I love this episode so much, because of cameos, callbacks. Felt a lot like they captured the beats of a lot of things that we're familiar with in the Star Wars universe and inserted them in small ways here. Like the mouse droids, the one little guy coming around here.
Yeah, that was funny.
Those are always so funny. It's the same exact thing because we've seen Chewie scream at a mouse droid before and it runs away. And then Berg was like, come on, little fella, come over here. And then just shoots it after it runs away and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
you didn't even like my gun impression.
No, I'm glad though you went away from pew pew and went kadoosh.
Because that's what it was like. It was like So anyway, cameos and callbacks, other things I wanted to talk about. You told me about one.
Which one are you?
The fighter pilot.
Yes, that was a good one there.
I had no idea.
So the X-Wings are called to call in the hit after they found the beacon with Ran and Quinn. Mm-hmm. And we see the three pilots, which first of all, before we talk about who they are, did you not just feel like episode 4 when you saw the cockpit to that? That was awesome.
Yeah, and they had those little helmets on. They're like, we're going in, we're aiming it on the target.
I love your sound effects for everything in this one right now. So yes, so it looks like episode 4 and all the episodes with the X-Wings originally, for that matter.
Is there an X-Wing on your shirt?
No, well, maybe there isn't. Yep, it's right up here. It's right in here. Pew pew.
See?
All that kind of stuff right there.
Look at me know stuff.
Little tidbit for those of you that didn't catch it: the three pilots are all writers on the show. Dave Filoni is the one that I recognize. Deborah Cho, and then I'm gonna butcher his name, Rick Famuyiwa. Sorry about that, Rick. I'm terrible at pronouncing things. But all three of them are writers on The Mandalorian, and I think that's awesome. How cool is that? It's like, I'm a writer, but hey, guess what? I'm also an X-Wing pilot.
Right.
I mean, just, I'm kind of cooler like that. I get to fly X-Wings around and hang out and all that kind of stuff there. Matt Lanter, the voice of Anakin Skywalker in the Clone Wars, which you didn't know about.
Nope, because I've never seen the Clone Wars.
But I thought he sounded familiar, but I was like, who could he be in this one? And then we already talked about making fun of stormtroopers and things like that.
That was like your favorite thing.
It was.
You loved that.
Like that one, it's one of those things, if I'm in a theater, I'm the only one that laughs at that part. Ha! Because it was so amazing.
That is how he is in a theater.
I just find something like funny.
Awkward.
It's just good, because stormtroopers are terrible. Why would you even employ them at this point?
No, I'm talking about it's awkward how you laugh in a theater.
Anyway, don't make fun of my laughter in the theater.
Okay. Next.
The one gripe I think that you have with this is that Baby Yoda wasn't in a lot.
Dang, man, this is the whole reason that we're here.
So you are buying into the whole marketing scheme of Baby Yoda already.
Duh. I even looked to buy you one of the pops. Didn't come out till May 2020, so.
Yeah, they are struggling to get out Baby Yoda stuff from this one.
I don't think they anticipated how big of a deal it would be. Or they're strategically doing it because that's when season 2 comes out.
I think they knew it was going to be good, and I think that they wanted to build the hype for it so that when they drop it out, it's like, hey, everybody, here's all the stuff, buy it up, it's done.
But I just thought that maybe at Christmas time, that'd be a good time to promote it because, I looked on, to find you something Mandalorian for Christmas. And
hey, it doesn't matter. Everybody wants Baby Yoda, and when you notice, one of our key points we want to talk about is that he's missing from this, and that's one of our only gripes. Not missing, but just...
He's not in there as much as he has been the other episodes.
But he's still there, or she. We don't really know.
That's true. What if Baby Yoda's a girl?
We don't know how that goes. But anyway, so...
I don't know.
Baby Yoda, not a lot in this one, but there's still plenty to love in this episode / chapter. I'm gonna
Good job.
I'm gonna work myself out of that.
Proud
so
of
we had
you.
a couple questions leaving this episode. What was yours?
My question is, all those people.
Yes.
Rand's friends.
The purple people.
The hair people. No, it's not hair. It's tumors. But those people, the Devil Man, all of them.
The Devil Man, the tumor lady, the gun guy.
Yeah, that's how I have to think about it. They're in prison now.
Mm-hmm.
But all the droids are gone.
Yeah. No, so they were captured and stuck on there, and obviously the prison ship was still going
so
off.
if the droids are dead, that we're watching them.
There were more there than we saw.
Oh, okay, because I'm worried about them eating.
Think about how big that ship was. There's plenty of them there.
Oh.
What? So wait, you're worried about the criminals eating?
So here's the thing. I'm all about, punishment of criminals.
Yes.
But I don't want people to starve to death. That is cruel and unusual.
I guess so, but I'm just saying.
That would be a terrible way to die. We can all agree to that you'd rather be hit with a pew-pew laser.
So what's your question about that then?
My question is what happens to the prisoners?
Well,
literally, how long are they going to be on that ship? Do they escape? Are they going to come after Mando again?
Obviously, they're going to have a callback later on in this series this year or in another season, because you don't show their resolution.
Right.
That's ambiguous on what happens to them without wanting to tell their story some more. So I think we're going to see them again. Maybe not all together, but at least we'll see some of them coming up later on down the line in another episode or something like that. We'll find out. My question of this chapter is the Razor Crest, which I didn't know the name about until this episode. I guess it just flew past my head. But what are you laughing at over there? The Razor Crest is now supposedly on the New Republic's radar. Yep. That's why they used the ship, because it wasn't on the radar, but now they've seen it. It's kind of like, how is that going to affect these things? Now, he's had the bounty hunters coming after him. I'm sure he's got the Imperials that are left coming after him. Now he's got the Republic coming after him. At some point, he's going to have to align himself with somebody. Yeah. Or else he's just going to be on the run and everybody's going to be trying to kill him this entire time. So, Is he truly on the radar? That's my big question going away from this one. But we want to know from you now, what questions do you have about Chapter 6 of The Mandalorian, The Prisoner? We did that almost in unison right there.
You're so good.
Down in the comments below, let us know what questions you have and what you want to know more about based off this episode. We'd love to hear from you. What else should they do?
If you haven't already, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss one of our videos on YouTube.
And that's all we have for you in this edition of Eye to Eye, but until we assemble again,
may the Force be with you.
And we'll see you real soon.
Bye.
You don't need that on.
Kyle, I am very cold. Let me live.
Cold hands, cold hearts.
Cold hands, warm farts.
What? You know I'm keeping that on there, right?
But I like what you said.
Okay.
You should just say it.